Hi everyone and welcome back. Namaste. Now today is day 23. Today we're going to flow with intention. So what is your intention? If you have your very own intention today, please keep that with you. It could be improving on flexibility. It could be focusing on your breath, or it could be coming to a bit of a safe box, or maybe you want to look out of the box. You want to practice further than what your capability is, push the limit, anything. So you set your own intention. Well, my intention today is breathing. So I'm going to tell you when to breathe in and when to breathe out throughout the whole flow session. Okay, it's going to be half an hour and it's going to be slightly intense compared to yesterday. So let's start. Now we're going to come into sitting position, cross leg. Okay, and hands on your knees, roll the shoulders. We begin our intention today by sitting cross legged. Begin to dive inwards and let the body sink down to the floor. And begin to observe your surrounding, get yourself comfortable. Observe the sound. Observe the smells. And begin to observe any comfort and discomfort feeling. And just really fit in and really get yourself very comfortable position. And begin to bringing the awareness to your breath. As you inhale and exhale. Finding your own pacing. Finding your own rhythm of the breath. And just staying here for another few more deep breaths. And begin to bring the awareness back to the center. And gently blink, open up your eyes. Alright, so take a deep inhale here, reaching both arms up. And on your exhale, drop that right hand next to your right hip. Just want to walk that right fingertips over towards the right side. Bring that left hand and lean over towards the right. If you're accessible, bring those elbows down. And lean your left arms all the way to the right side. Always remember to drop that left hip down instead of lifting it up. Okay? So take a deep inhale. And exhale, reaching the left arm further to the right side, stretching your left oblique. And one more here, a deep inhale. And exhale. Now your next inhale, slowly rise back up and switch side. Bring your left hand down to your left side, right arms up. Exhale, just walk the fingertips to the left, and if it's accessible, just dropping those elbows down, reaching right arms over. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, keep reaching those right arm to the left. One more inhale. Exhale. Now your next inhale, let's come back up to the center. This time we're straightening your right leg out to the side. And just keep your left feet closer to your right inner thigh here. So inhale, reach your arms up. Turn to your right feet. Turn that feet Flexing that right feet up to the ceiling, and exhale, lean towards that right feet. Place your hands down next, just right between that foot, and then walk your hands forward. Look at your right feet here. Remember to keep flexing that right toes up to the ceiling. And now inhale, slowly walk your hands to the back. Bring your left hand just right behind your left hip. Swing your right arms up. You can either stay here or pressing the palms down, left palms down to the floor, and push your hip up to the ceiling. And stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower your hips down to the floor and switch side. Okay, straightening your left leg out and reaching both arms up to the ceiling. Turn to your left toes, turn the toes up, and exhale, let's fall down. Placing your hands down right between the feet. Make sure you push your hip back. Okay, and just keep walking those fingertips all the way to the front. Maybe the elbows comes down. And one more breath here. And your next inhale, lift and walk your hands back. Place your right hand right behind your right hip, lifting the left arms up. Now either stay here or you're going to lift your hip up. Just open up that right shoulder, stretch the left oblique. Stay for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back down. And from here, straighten both legs out to the side. Turn the toes up. You're going to use your right hand to cross over towards the left side of your thighs. So keep walking that left hand front all the way towards the left calf. All right? And now reach your left arms up. And stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down and switch side. Left hand cross over towards the right thigh. And you can walk that right hand further to the calf here and reach your arms up. Stay here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back down. Hands on your respective thighs, and then walk those hands all the way down to your calves, to your ankles. And you just want to pressing the legs down here, holding onto your leg, and just lean towards the front. Bring the chest forward as much as you can, toes flexing up. Just continue to open up that hip. One more inhale. And exhale. Alright, now from here, just slide your hands back up. Nicely done. So bend one knee at a time. I want you guys to just cross your leg and just walk those hands forward. Get up into your all fours position. Okay, bring your hands forward and come up into your all fours position. So take a deep inhale. Let's go into your brief cat-cow. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale, into your cow. Exhale, to your cat. Last round here, inhale to cow. Exhale, to your cat. And inhale, come back to your natural spine. And now from here, we're going to untuck your left toes and kick your right leg towards the back. So point that right toes down to the floor and stay. Now, prepare yourself to lift your left hand off from the floor and straighten your left arm towards the front. So finding the balance here. Right. Keep reaching And whenever you're ready, begin by bending your right knee. All right, point the toes to the front, and then swing your left hand to the back to catch your right ankles. Now, if you can't reach your feet, it's perfectly fine. Okay, just stay here. If you can catch those ankles, go ahead. And you want to kick your right leg up into your tiger pose. So lifting your head up, pushing the chest forward. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Release your left hand down. Now from here, I want you to cross your right leg over your left leg. So you have both of your knees attached to each other, all right, front and back. So open up the feet out to the side and slowly bring your hips to the back. Okay, so when you find yourself that both of your knees is stacking right on top of each other and reaching your both arms up, and exhale, you want to lean towards the front and place your hands down forward, walking the fingertips to the front and forward. And just feeling that nice stretch on that right hip flexor. And keep breathing forward to the front. Now your next inhale, lift your head up, and you want to use your hip to rock back and forward so you can bring the knees back up again. Okay, so straighten your left leg pointing to the back and release your right leg back. Okay, and now switch side. So kick your left leg all the way to the back, point the toes down, and right hand forward, finding your balance here. Okay, so really come back to your intention now. What do you want to achieve? For me, all about breathing. Inhale, lengthening. And exhale, bending your back knee. Swing your right hand back to catch. Okay, so wherever you are, few deep breaths here. If you have catch your feet, take a deep inhale and start to kick your left leg to the back. Lengthen the chest. Exhale to balance. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, I want you to slowly release and bring your right hand back down to the floor. As for your left leg, bring it in and just cross your right knee. So you have both knees stacked front and back. Open the feet out to the side and slowly lower the hips back down. Exhale here. Okay, your next inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, just fold towards the front, place your hands down and begin to walk the fingertips forward. If you find that your knees are not stacking right above of each other, it's completely fine. As long as you have that left hip flexor is stretching at this position, then you're at the right track. Okay, walk your hands forward. Just breathe here. And your next inhale, just lift your head up. Once again, use your hip to rock back and forward so you can bring both knees back up. Straighten your right leg to the back and release your left leg. Okay, and now from here, I want you to walk your hands all the way to the back so you can sit right on top of your heels here. Now, we're going to work on our cow face pose. So straighten your right arms to the front and begin to turn that right palms to the outside. Okay, now wrap it all the way to the back and place the back of your palms right between your shoulder blade. So you're going to bring the back palms all the way up right to the center of your shoulder. Okay, now bring your left arms up. And just naturally bend your left elbow and see if you can just grab those fingers at the back. Now, if you find that you can't reach those fingers, it's completely fine. Grab those straps, right? And you just use the strap to hold on and just stay here. Look straight ahead. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Release your right hand and release your left hand. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the other side, straightening your left hand to the front and turn your palms out to the side. Okay, and just wrap your left hand all the way to the back and place it right between your shoulders here. Right arms up. And you want to bend that right elbow naturally to catch those fingers, or you can use a strap. Look straight towards the front, chest in. Your spine is natural. And stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly release your right hand and release your left hand. And place your palms towards the front, tuck your toes, ready for that downward dog. So you push the hip back, chest back into downward facing dog. Your next inhale, kick your right leg up and back. And exhale, just step right towards the front. We're going to begin spinning your back feet down to 45 degrees into Warrior 1. Okay, so inhale, straighten your arms up, hips is square towards the front. And exhale, begin to sink your hip down, bend your front knee into your Warrior 1 here. And slowly interlace your fingers behind you, rolling that shoulders, lifting that chest. Alright, squeezing the back of your shoulder blade. And when you exhale, you're going to fold forward and bring your chest right inside of your right leg, alright, next to your right leg. And lift your arms high up. Okay, so you just want to make sure that right shoulder is slightly tapping right on top of that right knee. Okay, keep lifting the arms up. 3, dropping the hips down. 2, and 1. Slowly, really strong, come back up into your Warrior 1. Inhale and exhale, both hands down. You want to step your right leg back and drop the knees down and chin chest down. Inhale, slide up into Cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes into your downward facing dog. And now inhale, we kick your left leg up and back. Exhale, step right to the front between your palms. Okay, back feet spin down 45 and swing your arms up. Hips square towards the front into Warrior 1. Exhale, let's sink your hips down. So really finding that right position here. As you inhale, you may want to straighten that left leg a little bit, move your hip just to find that right position. And when you exhale, and just gently lower down. Your next inhale, begin to interlace your fingers at the back, roll that shoulders, open up that chest and lungs. Inhale. And exhale, let's fold it to the right side. Maybe you let your left shoulder just slightly tap those left knee. And then lift your hands up. Make sure your hip is not facing too much to the back. We want to bring that hip as natural as it can, just like in your Warrior 1 position. And your next inhale, slowly lift your head up. Stay strong on that bottom leg and swing your arms up into warrior one again. One inhale. And exhale, both hands down to the floor. Step your left leg back to plank. And exhale, knees down and chin, chest down. Inhale, slide forward, come up to cobra. Exhale, into your downward facing dog. Just catch your breath here. Now look towards the front, step both feet forward. Inhale, hands to the calf to half lift. Back straight. And exhale, come to a deep fold. And inhale, circle your arms all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. And now come to a chair pose, toes together, heels slightly apart. So if you know your chair pose, you feel like you're sitting at an invincible chair. So let's put your hands to your hip and slowly sink your hips back and straighten your arms up. Sink your hip a little bit more to the back. And your next inhale, straighten the body. Exhale, come to a deep fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands down. Just walk back into your plank. Take one inhale. And exhale, knees down. Bring the chin, chest down. Inhale, slide forward. Come up into a cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes. Reach your hip back into downward facing dog. Your next inhale, kick your right leg up and back into three-legged dog. And exhale, step right between your palms. This time we're spinning your back feet down to 90 degrees. So come up to your warrior two. So we cartwheel our arms up. You can straighten your right leg first, hands straight out to the side. Okay, relax the shoulders. And on your exhale, bend your front knee, align with the toes, and sink your hip down. Okay. If you find that your leg is not in a 90 degree, and if you lower down your knees is passing those heels, you want to move those legs a little bit further, okay? Get into a further stance. And exhale again, sink your hip down. And stay here. Staying in a really strong warrior two. And now bring that right hand. You're going to place your right hand to the inside next to your right feet. Now, I know if you can reach down to the floor or your hips a little bit tight, use the block and place it right next to your right feet. So you can place your hands on top of the block. You can lift a little bit higher and lift your left arms up. So just a gentle reminder, make sure your hip is not lifted up here. Okay? Make sure your hip is low. We're finding that center line, finding that mid straight line, okay, from the feet all the way up to your crown of the head. Stay for 3, 2. Continue to stay here. Or you can wrap your left hands to the back. As for your right hand, just want to be a little bit more aware of this one. So release your right hand from the block or from the floor. Wrap it down your right leg. And maybe you want to find the fingers behind you. Come to a bind. Look up. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Release and slowly come back up to your warrior two. I know this is going to feel it on that right hip. So exhale, bring both hands down. Whew. Let's turn your back heels up and swing your right leg back. All right? And exhale, knees down and chin chest down. Inhale, slide forward, come up to a cobra. And exhale into downward facing dog. So remember your intention. Do you want to go further or you just want to stay really relaxed here? So there are a few options for you. Okay. So inhale, let's kick your left leg up and back. Exhale, step right to the front. Back foot spin down 90 and cartwheel your arms up into your warrior 2 again. So exhale, just sink your hips straight down and bend your front knee to 90 degrees and stay here. Look to your left fingertips. Just checking on your posture on your warrior 2, making sure your body is not slanting all the way to the front. You are putting a lot of weight on your front leg. So we want to come back, retrieve the body back to the center. Okay, and stay in the center. All right, now bring your left hand all the way down next to your left feet. As I mentioned earlier, if you can bring all the way down, go ahead. If not, take a block, place right under your palm. And reach your right arms up into to the ceiling. Stay here in your extended side stretch. All right, ready to reach that right arms back. And left arm, bring it down and under, release from the floor or the block, and to catch those fingers behind you. This is option 2. Look up, push the hip forward. 2 and 1. Ready? We're going to release your hands here and straight away come up into your warrior 2 again. Continue to bend those front knee and exhale, both hands down. Whew. Bring the left leg back into plank. 1 inhale. Exhale, knees down and chin chest down. Inhale, slide forward, come up to a cobra. And finally, bring your hips back into your child's pose and relax here. Well done, guys. And right now, we're going to regulate our heartbeat, our breath. And just finding yourself in your Shavasana next. So slowly walk your hands back. Begin to release both legs to the front. And just come down lying on your back. Release the hands down. Release the feet to the side naturally. And observe the difference in your body. And now we observe your intention. It could be any intention that you set before the class, before the practice. Whether you have achieved your intention or not, try not to be too hard on yourself. Always remember, practice more and you'll be perfect one day. Just know that you have showed up and be really grateful for yourself, for your effort. And continue to stay in your Shavasana if you need to. Or you can join me and begin to slowly bring the awareness back to the center. And start to wriggle your fingers, wriggle the toes. And let's straighten your arms above your head. Join both feet together to touch. And give your spine a long and deep stretch here. Begin to bend one knee at a time. And hugging both knees to your chest. And just rock side to side to relax the spine. And begin to roll yourself to the right side. And push yourself back up to seated. As you sit in your cross-legged position, just rest your hands on top of your knees. If you still have your eyes closed, go ahead and just observe how your body begins to settle down. Whenever you're ready, begin to join both palms to your heart center and humbly bow down. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in today's really amazing flow. I'll see you guys tomorrow stronger. All right? Namaste.